Hey team, I want to just take a few minutes to communicate a few things in this brief video as we look forward to the beginning of our school year. And so the first of that is just to say welcome. Some of you I've seen around campus and other places over the summer. Some of you I have not. I hope you're all doing well and just getting ready for an awesome school year. And so we've got orientation coming up next week. We've got the retreat coming up soon after that. Our first all-school retreat, which Nicole Martinez has been doing a great job of communicating with us and making sure all the details are in place. Just went up to Forest Home yesterday with some of you and some parents and students and had an awesome time, and we're able to anticipate a little of what God's going to do during that time. One other thing that I would want to say is I emailed you about this, but we'd want to welcome one new team member. Steve Endemano will be joining us, and so make sure you tell him hello when you see him on campus next week. Hey, one thing that's been on my heart since the end of last year, and I want to cast as part of our vision and theme on the high school for this year, is the theme of communication. I think it ties in well with our overall theme for the year, which is just that God is forever faithful. But I think we can also be faithful to our parents and to each other and to our students as we communicate really well. And so this verse comes to mind from Ephesians 4:29. It says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." And that's my prayer for our year this year, is that our words would benefit our students and that they would hear us speaking well of them and just communicating well overall. And so we'll talk more about that, and we'll come back to that throughout the school year. But that theme of communication just came up a number of times on my heart throughout the summer. And the fact that we serve a faithful God who already has and continues to communicate so faithfully to us. So I want to wrap this up by just pointing you to two different pieces or times of communication. I'm also going to attach a few other things to this email. One will be a screencast that will point out some of the newer and more particular pieces of this year's high school procedures handbook. Then also a place to find some of the resources that do appear in the handbook in a bit more helpful way. We've used that. It's on Google Classroom, and I just want to make sure you all know a place where there's like some frequently visited documents that I've posted there. And then the last thing I'd want to point you to is that on Friday of orientation week, we're actually going to meet during lunch. It'll be in addition to our regular high school faculty meeting. The regular high school faculty meeting will exclusively just be for retreat communication and questions. And then on Friday, in addition to what I share in this email, I want to touch base just about a few things for when we're back on campus that same week after the retreat. So I hope you're doing well. Look forward to seeing you all next week, and have a wonderful weekend.